Hello, take a look what I have for you today. I have two titanium frame lock knives right in front of you, and these come from Cox Workshop Custom Knives. And now the one on the left, back in March I did make a video on this knife because this is one I actually purchased and I still own to this day. But the knife on the right is my channel's very first guest blade. And so what that means is I'm going to show it off to you and just give you some of the details and specs. And if you would like to purchase this knife, it is still available. So you can purchase this direct from Cox Custom Knives. So he really did a very good job building this knife, and I'm going to compare it to the earlier model in just a minute. But this is the With Honor 2 titanium frame lock knife. And so first thing you're going to notice is the striking scales. Look at that pattern on the titanium scales there. It has this very nice machine texture to it. Very nice to hold on to and to look at. And of course the blue anodized parts such as the stop pin up at the top and the really nice machine pocket clip. So take a look at that lovely blue. Just quite a stunning color. Looks really, really nice. And so this is a titanium frame lock just like the one I purchased earlier, and if you look side by side the patterns are very similar as well. Not too many differences. Of course the finish on this one is different, but just the overall dimensions are quite the same. Blade shapes vary a little bit, but they both have that nice rubbed satin finish. You can see the difference in pocket clips as well. So both have titanium pocket clips, but this one had the more traditional spring clip. So on the newer knife, we also have bearings. So the flipper action does work very well. And this is a very lightweight knife overall. So let me pull out the scale, because while this turns on, the blade length on this knife is about 3 1/4 inches, I believe. And the overall length is about 7 3/4. So 3.05 ounces, which is pretty lightweight for a knife of that size. And you can just tell it's a thin, easy EDC carry knife. My older one here, it feels a little heavier. Yeah, 3.5 ounces. So it is a little bit heavier than the previous model, even though the sizes are almost identical in hand. So it definitely feels more lightweight just holding it and manipulating it. But very nice action, just like you would expect on any knife that was custom made. So I'm going to put this through some very light testing. Again, I don't want to beat his knife to death while it's on my channel. My goal is just to use it and see how it feels in hand while cutting. So cutting some cardboard will be on the cards, cutting some paper, nothing too extreme. Before I finish this video, I wanted to show just some of the lockup, because I was really impressed with the early lockup you can see right there. So I'm sure it's not easy getting super early lockup like that. But this is a pure titanium frame lock, it looks like, so there's no insert there. But that being said, there's no lock stick. It's very easy to open and close and manipulate. Check out the centering. A little bit to the non-locking side. Lockup is good. I don't feel any play. But a very nice knife, so I'm going to do some basic testing on it, see how it works out, and I'll report back in just a little bit. So with editing, that should be any second. Welcome back. Before I finish the video, I want to give everybody my final thoughts on this knife right here. And so I'll run some footage of me cutting with it while we talk. So of course this knife from Cox Workshop, I'm going to be sending it home tomorrow. That's my plan. And so this knife will be available if anything in this video has interested you so far. But of course, just some final thoughts from me. Very nice, beautiful piece of pocket jewelry that we have right here. I love the clip. Now, when you're wearing this in pocket, the clip is what stands out the most. And don't be surprised if you get some comments and questions about it, because it looks really striking. And especially the two-tone finish with the silver and the blue anodized pocket clip. Very nice. Very eye-catching. So if that's what you're going for, by all means, purchase this knife. Because of course, once you take it out of pocket, excuse me, once you take it out of pocket and you see the textured finish, I mean, a lot of work went into this. It's really cool, and it feels great in your hand. So that's really nice. So of course, that is one really neat feature of the knife, and the blade steel actually. aeb-l blade steel. Now I've seen kitchen knives with that steel before, but I can't think of any factory folding knives that are made with aeb-l. And so I'll link a description to what aeb-l, how its properties are, but I think it's similar to a Sandvik steel, if you have any questions about that. But of course I did some cutting, as you could just see in the footage. I could show you some of the battle scars from the knife. A little bit of scratches there from cardboard, and so you can see how that wears a bit. But really nice knife. I love the action of it. And of course I want to thank Cox Workshop Custom Knives again for sending this out and letting me share this with you. You know, I think it's a great idea to send out knives and you know, just to share them with the community. And if you're not going to do it yourself, then by all means, someone like me is willing to do this, because we all love knives and we all are interested in cutlery and just how it performs and how it looks. And of course, that's what this game is all about. So if you were to buy this knife, you get, of course, the card to go with it and this cool little leather pouch that it came in. So that's kind of a nice touch to see as well, because when you buy a knife and it just comes in a cardboard box, you know, basic white cardboard, not quite as interesting, not quite as eye-catching as what you see here. So again, thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments below. Or actually, if you wanted to have a question, you could, of course, contact Cox Workshop directly. Follow him on Instagram. Go check it out. Thanks for watching, everybody. You all have a great day. Bye-bye.